Now let's take you to the tropics. Out in the Atlantic, man, it has definitely woken up, right? Now Dexter is a fish storm, but it's still a tropical storm, and it's curving, it's paving a way for storms behind it. Here you go, Tropical Storm Dexter is still spinning out in the middle of the Atlantic, the northern side of the Atlantic. It's a fish storm right now, right? It's most likely not going to make any impact to the U.S. Let me rephrase that. It's not going to impact the U.S. I have been seeing Tropical Storm Dexter, Hurricane Dexter trending over the past few days. It's not a hurricane, and again, it's not going to make landfall in the U.S. So what should we be watching for? There's two other areas of concern here. One of those areas right along the East Coast. We'll get to that here in just a few minutes. Another area just off the coast of Africa. What we're watching for right now is a tropical wave. Nothing to be concerned of right now. However, over the next few days, we're talking about the next 7 days here, we're going to have a better view of this storm as it continues to ride this conveyor belt all the way up closer to the states. So it's got a pretty decent trajectory closer to the U.S. What it does is it gets closer to the states. That's very unsure right now. We just don't have the technology to forecast that far out. So if you see these long-term models that say hurricane for Florida or hurricane for Louisiana, we cannot tell you that right now. No one knows what's going to happen. Every 6 hours, we get a brand new model run, and every 6 hours, that 9-day, 10-day forecast changes completely. Now, what we can tell you is 40% chance for something to form off the coast of Georgia, South Carolina, or North Carolina. What we're watching for right now is we're watching for an area of, I'm going to actually fast forward through these graphics because I want to show, okay, perfect, right here. What we're watching for right now is we've got an area of low shear. So these storms want to take the path of least resistance. Blue, very resistant. Not great tropical cyclone formation where you see the blue. Really, really good tropical cyclone formation where you see the reds and the purples. Now Dexter has created a pretty decent path in the Atlantic for these storms to go. And then we've also got a pretty decent area in places like the Gulf and just outside of Florida for a tropical storm to form. Again, we've got a few days until this happens. We're talking about 3 to 5 days here, so we've got a few days. In the meantime, what will our next named storm be? We just got Dexter, so our next named storm is going to be Aaron. And I like this. Look at the text right below me. Answer in the comments. Where do you think, where will the next named storm make landfall? I'll go back to our graphic here so that you can see 50% chance for tropical cyclone formation out in the middle of the Atlantic. And then we've got a 40% chance for tropical cyclone formation just off the southeast coast. So where do you guys think it's going to be? Alrighty, moving on. We're never going to get through the tropics. Let's keep moving on. We are, just a reminder, at the very beginning of our tropical season. Oftentimes, this is the time of the year where things really start to ramp up. So there's your tropical storms and hurricanes. There's your hurricanes, highlighted there in dark red. And then there's your major hurricanes, highlighted there in even darker red. Where are we at? We're on the up. So we are just expecting, according to climatology, to just get more active as we head into the middle of September. And then we start to see things slow down a little bit. So for everyone said, oh, it's a low, it's a bust, it's going to be a quiet season. It typically is this time of the year. June, July, it's typically very, very quiet. This is the time of the year that we start to see things wake up, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now. So we'll see what happens over the next few days. Let's take a look at your Atlantic temperatures. We're in the 80s right now. Warmer temperatures, the farther south that you go, we've got some pretty decent warm temperatures off the coast and in the Gulf as well.